What's going on, everybody? Happy Thursday. I hope everybody's day is going well so far. Man, I just got back home from dialysis. And although I'm feeling kind of tired, man, I feel compelled to make this video because I'm always gonna be transparent here on the Wellness Corner, on Instagram, on Facebook, TikTok, wherever you see me. One thing that I'm gonna do is I'm always gonna be honest and transparent about my experience. Today, dialysis was pretty okay. Um, you know, the fluctuation of figuring out what the dry weight is and sticking to it is something that is always like a really big issue for those of us who are on dialysis. But I really wanted to talk to you guys about like the ebbs and flows of things, right? If you're watching this and you're going through dialysis, or you know somebody that's going through dialysis, like, or like I would implore you to, talk more about it, talk to them about it, because, those of us who are going through that experience are really going through a rough and tough time, man. Anyway, I got my report card today, and I don't know if y'all remember way back in the gap. I did a video about my very first report card, and while the numbers, look very, very good and stuff like that, there's some improvements that were made on a lot of different fronts, and then there's some where I need to improve. One of the things that um, I really wanted to focus in on and get an understanding of was my creatinine levels. Um, Creatinine is how they measure how well your kidneys are functioning at the moment. And it's an important number, it's an important thing to measure because when doing that, it determines, where you are progressing, how, with regards to your ability to get off of dialysis, or it will determine if you need to be on for 3.5 hours or 3 hours or lesser time than that. It also helps to determine if you don't need to come as often, right? There are patients that have dialysis 2 days a week, 1 day a week, etc. And so, that was a major concern of mine. And, one of my favorite sayings is the tide ebbs and flows twice in 24 hours, man. Like there's always, fluctuation, and there's so many different factors. And, I found out that not only was my creatinine levels elevated, which means if the higher the number, the worse off the kidneys are, So I found out that my creatinine levels were at a 6. I think it was like a 6.27 or something like that. And, it got me down, man. It really got me down because that means that I'm right at the same level that I was when I first had COVID, and they discovered that COVID had attacked my kidneys. And it's a little bit disheartening, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you. But here's the lesson that I'm learning. Here's the lesson that I'm learning, and I'm hoping that whatever it is that you're going through, if you're watching this, um, you can take this same lesson from your trials and tribulations. It's teaching me a lot about patience with myself, patience with the process, etc. It's also helping me to enjoy the process because I'm learning so much. I'm learning so much about myself. I'm learning so much about health and wellness, which is the whole reason for me starting the Wellness Corner to begin with. And it's also teaching me to really enjoy the journey, literally every single step. Like I spoke about it on my Monday combos with CJ the exec. And if you haven't watched it yet, you need to go ahead and check that video out on YouTube on the Wellness Corner. Corner is spelled CORNA apostrophe. on YouTube. Go watch that video at the end of you watching this one. But anyway, like I said on Monday, take it one step at a time, one day at a time. Like, what is the first step? Okay, cool. We get that done. Okay, what is the next step, et cetera, et cetera. And those are the lessons that I'm learning throughout this process. And I'm still kind of ruminating on it a little bit because, but at the end of the day, I got a great report card and there's some progress being made. It's just going to take some time. So anyway, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all evening and I'll holler at y'all soon. Peace.